Hello everyone, I am Goldark, and today's video is going to be a bit different, because instead of a guide, I'll be presenting my point of view regarding Wuthering Waves' success and why even Genshin and Honkai players should be rooting for the game's success. Wuthering Waves shares many similarities with Genshin Impact, such as being open world, gacha, anime, characters and systems, so because of that I keep hearing people say it won't succeed, and cry about it being a Genshin clone. Let's get straight to the point. First, for something to be a success, it doesn't need to dethrone its competition, but simply earn more than what was already spent making it. Quite a simple concept, but there are plenty of people who, for some reason, seem to find this complex beyond belief. And that might be because most of the time logic goes out of the window as soon as people's favorite game is concerned. Wuthering Waves shares several aspects with Genshin Impact, however, there are also some key differences that are really important, because those are on specific issues Genshin players have been having for several years now, and WuWa's doesn't want to budge in that direction. The most noticeable difference is the level of communication between Kuru Games, the developers of Wuthering Waves, and their players, compared to WuWa's communication with the Genshin player base. While even Honkai Star Rail has already received huge amounts of content updates, and those include story, new characters, side quests, events, and more importantly, updates to the endgame systems and quality of life features, like raising the daily energy cap, several improvements to the filtering and overall handling of the relic inventory, new endgame modes like Pure Fiction or the upcoming harder boss fight mode that will be coming next patch, and even really deep improvements to the simulated universe with constant additions to the new worlds as well as Swarm Disaster, Golden Gears or the upcoming Divergent Universe game mode. Genshin Impact on the other hand is very reluctant with providing any meaningful quality of life improvements or endgame support, mostly focusing on their minigames and card game, in detriment of every player interested in having more challenges to warrant having several fully built characters and teams. Simply put, Genshin devs don't seem interested in providing those types of content, and so that state of dormancy provides the perfect opportunity for a similar game, with devs actively listening to the community's feedback and a predisposition for more engaging combat to make their own game and take advantage of the consumer dissatisfaction. And here lies the core of the question: competition breeds excellence. Genshin Impact has reigned in a position so ahead of any other gacha game other than their own Honkai Star Rail that it has made them very complacent. By having other games with the same or even higher degrees of quality in any of the aspects Genshin Impact prides itself of being great, we can expect consumers to start to try out other things and realize that they deserve much better than what Genshin currently provides, which in turn sees WuWa try to combat that by listening to what players actually want, and that's a win-win situation for everyone involved, especially consumers. I had much the same realization a couple years back as I was really rooted to World of Warcraft, as many of us were. And finally, after reaching a point of no return, I tried Final Fantasy XIV. And yeah, even though the game is not perfect, spoiler, no game is, I saw clearly the abyss between Final Fantasy XIV's storytelling and what World of Warcraft considers their story. Now that I was no longer chained to World of Warcraft, I didn't allow Final Fantasy XIV to do the same to me, as I was able to see that WoW still had several aspects that, to me, felt leagues ahead of Final Fantasy, and so, late last year, I tried Guild Wars 2 for longer than 5 minutes. And to the surprise of no one, I found out that there are also many good things in that game that the other two don't have on the same level of quality. All of this to say that everyone interested in Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail or any other gacha should find a bit of time to try out Wuthering Waves, to see for themselves how the game is and how different, for better or for worse, it is compared to their previous experiences. Don't let the internet dictate what you like or don't like. If you are plenty content with Genshin Impact, then you do you. However, know that it is okay to play other stuff and try out the grass on the other side. I know the sunk cost fallacy exists and it is a pretty strong opponent, but I believe in you and you should too. Because at the end of the day, these are all just games we're talking about, so play whatever provides you the most fun and don't let me or anyone else make you do otherwise. But know that the only correct option is to try Wuthering Waves for at least 53.4 hours before quitting Genshin Impact altogether. With that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Here are a couple more I've already made about Wuthering Waves, so feel free to check them out as well. Remember to like, comment and subscribe for more Wuthering Waves content, as most of the people watching have yet to hit the subscribe button, and that would be really helpful because, you know, YouTube overlords. So thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next one.